Prehistoric art circa 30,000 BCE to circa 4000 BCE, characterized by cave paintings, carvings on rocks and early sculptures, showcasing humans' earliest attempts to express themselves artistically. Ancient art circa 3000 BCE to circa 500 CE encompasses Egyptian, Greek, Roman and Byzantine art, focusing on religious and mythological subjects with an emphasis on human figures and architectural achievements. Medieval art circa 500 to circa 1400 includes Byzantine, Romanesque and Gothic art styles characterized by religious themes and the use of illuminated manuscripts, stained glass and frescoes. Renaissance 14th to 17th century marked by a revival of classical learning and wisdom, with a focus on realism, perspective, and human anatomy in art. Notable artists include Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. Baroque started 17th century, characterized by dramatic use of light and shadow, rich colors, and dynamic compositions. Famous artists include Caravaggio and Rembrandt. Rococo started 18th century, an elegant and decorative style that developed from Baroque, featuring light colors, ornate interiors, and playful themes. Neoclassicism started late 18th to early 19th century, inspired by the art and culture of ancient Greece and Rome, emphasizing harmony, simplicity, and proportion. Romanticism started late 18th to mid-19th century, focused on emotion, nature, and individualism, often depicting dramatic landscapes and heroic figures. Realism started mid-19th century, a reaction against Romanticism, focusing on depicting everyday life with truthful and accurate detail. Impressionism started late 19th century, characterized by quick brushstrokes and a focus on light and its changing qualities. Famous Impressionists include Claude Monet and Pierre-Auguste Renoir. Post-Impressionism started late 19th, early 20th century, built on Impressionism but with more emphasis on structure and form. Artists include Vincent van Gogh and Paul Cézanne. Fauvism started early 20th century, known for its bold, often distorted forms and vibrant colors. Henri Matisse was a leading figure. Expressionism started early 20th century, focused on representing emotional experiences rather than physical reality. Notable movements include Die Broca and De Blaureita. Cubism started early 20th century, developed by Pablo Picasso and Georges Braque, characterized by fragmented objects and multiple perspectives. Dada started in 1916 to 1924, an avant-garde movement that questioned traditional art forms and societal norms, often using absurdity and irony. Surrealism started 1924 to 1940, sought to release the creative potential of the unconscious mind, often through bizarre, dreamlike imagery. Salvador Dali and René Magritte were key figures. Abstract Expressionism started 1940s to 1950s, a post-World War II art movement in American painting, characterized by gestural brushstrokes or mark-making and the impression of spontaneity. Jackson Pollock and Mark Rothko are notable artists. Pop art started 1950s to 1960s, challenged traditional fine art by incorporating imagery from popular and mass culture, such as advertising, comic books, and mundane cultural objects. Andy Warhol and Roy Lichtenstein were prominent figures. Minimalism started 1960s to 1970s, emphasized simplicity and objectivity, reducing forms to basic geometric shapes and eliminating personal expression. Postmodernism started 1970s to present a broad movement that developed as a reaction against modernist formalism, often incorporating irony, pastiche, and a return to narrative and historical elements in art.